From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Darrell W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, August 25th, 2014. Silver is trading at $19.49 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,280 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $503. Antiwar.com reports Israel continues to escalate its attacks on the Gaza Strip, focusing on residential areas, including an apartment block destroyed overnight, nominally because the huge complex included a Hamas command center. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu followed up the destruction, demanding all Gazans evacuate immediately from every site that has any Hamas usage and to stay away from terrorists. That means there's literally no place to go since everything in the Gaza Strip, including the refugee shelters, have been claimed by Israelis at one time or another as a terrorist site. That's been the continuing theme of the Israeli onslaught on the Gaza Strip, with Israel constantly ordering civilians out of their homes in anticipation of imminent attack, but not a single safe place for them to flee. There's no end in sight to the war either, with another 10,000 reservists being approved for call-up, bringing the total called up during the war to 108,000. Some have been sent back for rest as Israel tries not to leave reservists on active duty for more than a month at a time. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Bitcoin Not Bombs. Bitcoin Not Bombs is a launching pad for nonprofits and social entrepreneurs into the financial freedom of the Bitcoin economy. Bitcoin Not Bombs is fully committed to being the hub of the nonprofit sector of the Bitcoin economy, maximizing the potential cross-promotion of all our clients and commercial partners. To learn more, visit bitcoinnotbombs.com. Reuters reports a New York City man was arrested on Sunday after climbing to the top of the Brooklyn Bridge, where he snapped photos with his phone before answering police demands to come down. The man, identified as Yaroslav Kulchin, faces charges including criminal trespass and reckless endangerment for the afternoon stunt that occurred as the iconic bridge linking Brooklyn and Manhattan was packed with tourists. New York City Police Department said Kulchin ascended a support beam connecting the tower on the Brooklyn side of the bridge, which stands about 276 feet above the water. The incident prompted a response from police teams on the ground as well as from the harbor and aviation unit. A police statement said a uniformed sergeant observed the individual climbing the cable beam and broadcast the suspect's description and location over the police radio. The suspect reached the top of the tower where he walked back and forth and took photos with an iPhone. A helicopter hovered at level with the man, who did not cause any damage during the incident. He eventually descended and was taken into custody. Police said no one was injured. Sunday's climb comes weeks after another high-profile stunt on the bridge when someone apparently scaled the span and swapped out 2 American flags with white flags. 2 German artists have said they carried out that stunt. FPP Radio News is brought to you by Roberts & Roberts Brokerage. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They now take Bitcoin for purchasing precious metals so you can turn your profits into a long-term investment. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing. 800-874-9760. Antiwar.com reports the growing ISIS war against Iraqi Kurdistan is fueling an ethnic divide between Kurds and Arabs, and increasingly that violence is playing itself out as Kurdish checkpoints manned by Peshmerga fighters. Peshmerga fighters are openly beating Arabs they believe to be ISIS, and it doesn't take a lot of evidence to convince them of that. McClatchy reporter Mitchell Prothero reported that Peshmerga cheerfully dragged an Arab out of his car at a checkpoint, roughed him up, and threw him into their trunk. He's Arab, talks like he's from Mosul, and had a Quran in his car. One declared, that's all it takes. The Arab-Kurd divide is a long-standing regional problem and seems to be getting worse as the latest war picks up pace and fuels more refugees from the front lines. Additionally, a Boko Haram leader offered praise for ISIS gains in Iraq and Syria and declared the recently captured Nigerian town of Gwoza to be part of the Islamic Caliphate. Nigeria downplayed the announcement, saying Nigeria's territorial integrity is not in serious doubt. That doesn't seem to be the case, however, as Boko Haram makes mounting gains across the northeast Borno state. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.